after that hard body con, let's do a nice yoga session. So just sit on your mat, find yourself a comfortable position. Allow your hands just to come to the knees, palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes. Allow your seat bones to grind into the mat and lengthen through the spine. Start to focus on your breath. Breathe deep through the body. And bring yourself to this present moment. Start to connect and grind with your mat. And allow the mind to become clear and still. Breathing in and out through the nose. Let's just release off through the neck. You can keep the eyes closed if you want to, or you can open them. Just bring the ear to the shoulder. Let the chin come down to the chest. And take the ear to the other shoulder. So release down to the chest. And to the shoulder. Let's do it once more. Release to the chest, to the shoulder, and come back to center. So opening your eyes if your eyes are closed. And let's just rotate through the shoulders. Release any tension through the shoulders, through the upper back, and the other way round. Good. Release down. Now just turn, stay nice and long to one side, so take hold of the knee. You can take the other hand behind the back, or you can keep both hands on the leg. Twist, lengthen. Hold and breathe. And come back to center. So let's go to the other side. Take the arm to the knee, other hand to the thigh or behind, lengthen through the back. Just twist. Let's do that again. So come back to center. So twist. Lengthen. Release any tension through the back. Relax the shoulders back and down. And back to center. One more. And come back to center. So just stay sat, however you feel most comfortable, and just bring the shoulders forwards, pull the tummy in, round through the shoulders as though you're doing a sat cat. And then open out through the shoulders, take the arms behind, lengthen through the back, open out through the chest. So again, hug forwards, open out through the shoulder blades. And open out through the chest. And let's do one more. So hug, come forward, open out. Nice. So come back to center. So if you can, Just take hold of one leg however you feel most comfortable and rock the hip out and in. So just rock out and in. Keep the head lifted, the chest lifted, lengthen through the back. Nice. Now as you take this leg down, take the foot behind the bottom so you're in a mermaid stance. So we're opening out through those hips and we're just going to lengthen to one side, open out through the side. And then we're going to try to come down to the other side. So you might find it a bit harder coming over, open out. Breathe deep into the stretch. Come all the way down. And again. Nice. One more to each side. Last one. Come back to centre. So bring this leg back round and just take the feet together and flutter your knees up and down. So open out through the inner thighs, through the hips, through the pelvis. Breathe. So nice and relaxing. Gentle movements. Good. And release. So let's do the same on the other side. Take that foot. Rock the hip out and in. Open out through the hip, through the pelvis. And release. Take that foot back to the bottom if you can. If you can't, just take the leg to where you feel comfortable. So again, we're in that mermaid stance, nice and tall. So let's reach over to the side. And then down to the other side. Trying to keep the bottom down on the floor. And down. And across. One more to each side. Good. Last one. So come back down and again bring those feet together. And this time just hold the feet. Let the legs just release out to the side. You could lean slightly forwards if you wanted to increase that stretch of opening out through the inner thighs. But not too much because we're just still warming up through the muscles, opening out. Good. So take your right leg out. Bring the left leg to where you feel comfortable. So inhale. Exhale, hinge forwards and reach towards the toes. Now if you need to soften through that knee slightly, you can. Bringing the chest down and forwards. Keeping your shoulders open and back so you're hinging from the hips. And release. And let's change sides. So come forwards with the left leg. Keep that bottom nice and grounded. Soften through the knee if you need to. Release, reach. Good. So bring yourself round to hands and knees. And just release back to child pose stretch. So bottom on the heels, lengthen through the arms, let the forehead release down. Take some nice breaths here, really breathe down into that pelvis. And then bring yourself up onto all fours. So hinge forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. And again, release back into that child pose stretch. Push back. Good. One more. Come to hands and knees. So arms over the wrists. Release. Nice. So open out through your right arm. And just take the shoulder through to the floor. Open out through the chest, through the shoulder. And come back. And the other side, so open out. Come through. And come back. Now take it to an easy down dog. So we're going to keep the knees bent. We're just going to push the chest back. So it's a nice easy down dog. Relax through the head, relax through the neck and the shoulders. If you want to straighten the legs, you can, but just keep it light and easy. And then walk yourself forward to a forward fold. Now hold your forward fold, bend the knees, bring the chest down to your thighs. Take the crown of the head down towards the mat, hands down, and just hang here. Take a few breaths. And then inhale up to our first mountain pose. Lengthen through the arms. Bring your hands down to your heart center. And just focus on the heels coming down. The toes are light. Lengthen to the top of the head. Shoulders relaxed. Feeling energy coming through the fingers, through the toes. Inhale all the way up. And exhale into forward fold. Come to a flat back extend, so lengthen through the legs. If you need to, take the hands to the shins or keep the knees slightly soft. So if you become tight through those hamstrings, through the hip flexors, keep the knees slightly soft. Good. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale all the way back up to your mountain. And again, bring your hands to your heart center. Focus, chin to fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, come to a chair. So knees over the toes. Push the bottom back, lengthen through the arms. Now if you find it too hard to lengthen through the arms, bring your hands to heart center. Or if you want to work a bit harder, bring your feet together. If the feet are apart, remember your knees stay in line with your toes. Relax the shoulders back and down. So inhale up. Let's go into our first round of flow. So exhale to forward fold. Walk back to plank, inhale. Now drop to the knees, exhale, chaturanga. Bring the elbows in. Let's do a baby cobra. So just warming up through the back, keeping the gaze down, chin tucked. Back to hands and knees. Tuck to your down dog. Walk it through to your forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And again, let's go to our chair. So feet together or slightly apart. It's your choice. Push the bottom back. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale back to your plank. Now if you don't want to go to hands and knees, you can go straight to your chaturanga. But if you need to, drop to the knees. Bring the chest down. Open up into your Cobra. You could come up slightly more if you want to this time, but work in your own level. So either back to hands and knees or tucking the toes straight back to your down dog. Feet hip width apart. Let's just paddle through our down dog. So start to work through the legs. Really take it on your bed. Go on your bed. On your bed. Go on your bed. And then inhale, exhale, back to your forward fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Let's do a baby back bend. So open out through that back, through the chest. Nice. Inhale, exhale to a half crescent. Try to open out through the rib cage. Push the hip to the side. Inhale, exhale, back bend. So really nice, easy flow this morning. Inhale, exhale to the other side. Nice breaths coming all the way down to the heels, in and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to your plank. Exhale, drop to the knees if you need to, chaturanga. Up to your Cobra. Hands and knees or back to your down dog. So let's lift our right leg on our down dog and bring the foot through the centre. Drop your back knee. Hello. Come up nice and tall. So your front knee is over your foot. Bertie, you're pushing your hips forwards if you don't have a dog trying to join you. And you could either bring your hands to prayer in front of you. You could lift the arms up, you could lengthen, you could open out to a small back bend. But think about the hip. Think about how it feels through this leg, through the knee and through your back. Bring the hands down. Now either keep that back leg down or lift that leg off the floor, just to open out slightly more. You don't have to, you can keep that foot down. If you want a little bit more, open out to the side, look to the side and rotate. Nice work. Come back down. So walk back to a plank. Hands and knees all straight down to chaturanga. To your Cobra. Hands and knees all back to your down dog. Lift your left leg. Bring your left leg through, knee over the toe. Drop the back knee, lengthen through the back, push that hip forwards. Oh, this one's tight. So hands to centre. Or lift, or you can go into your baby back bend. Use your abs. Nice. Bring the hands to the floor, keep the chest lifted. Only if you can and want to lift that back leg. And stop it, open out to the side. Come back down. Again, walk back to your plank. Chaturanga down. To your down dog. So hold your down dog. Paddle through your feet. So hold your down dog. Paddle through your feet. Now bring yourself to forward fold. And flat back extend, lengthen through the legs. Tuck the chin, lengthen through the back. Down to forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Bring the hands to centre. Ground, connect with your mat. Release the hands to your sides. So let's do a balance. So let's do a nice easy balance to start with today. Let's do tree pose. So right foot first. If you struggle with balance and want to hold on to something, you could keep your foot tapped to the floor, just turn the knee and the hip out. You can bring the foot to your calf or bring that foot all the way up into your thigh. Push the foot into your thigh. Now check your hips are level, check your back is nice and long. My foot's not going to stay there. And then bring your hands to heart centre. Or lift the arms over the head. Or open out your branches. Good, hold and breathe. Keep your toes alight to the supporting leg. Soften through the knee if you need to, or lengthen. Breathe. Nice, inhale all the way back to your mountain. Exhale to forward fold, release it off. Inhale, flat back extend, hello. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way back up. Hands to heart centre. Let the hands come down. Let's go to the other side. So tree pose. Either just tap, lift to the calf, or bring the foot all the way into the thigh. Check your hips are level, opening out through that hip. Knee, no pain through the knee. Lengthen through the back. Lift if you want to. Or open out through your branches. Good work. Coming back to centre. Inhale. Exhale into a back bend. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Now come back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. No, chaturanga down. Exhale back to your down dog. Go on. And then bring your right foot through. Come here, what have I got? Come here, what have I got? What's this? Wait. So hold your right foot through. Now turn your back foot out and bring yourself up into a warrior two. So you've got your knee over your front foot facing forward. Your back foot is facing the side or slightly in. Your hips are level. Tuck the tailbone. Open out through the arms. Sink. So think about the quad. Think about lengthening through the leg. Working through the glutes into the back. Look over your front arm. And let sun warrior. Well, you ought to learn to behave then. Open out for that heart space. Inhale, exhale, back to your warrior two. Good. Now turn this foot forwards. So both feet are facing the sides. Hinge from your hips and come to a wide leg forward fold. So let's release any stress and tension through the body. If you need to, soften through the knees. If it's hurting the back, soften through the knees. Or you can just take the hands to the hips. You could just come to here. So remember, it's your level, it's your workout. You come to where you feel most comfortable. Try to bring the crown of the head down. Look through the legs. Breathe wide and deep. And then bring yourselves back up. Turn that foot. Bring your hands down. Come back to plank. Hands and knees if you need to, down to chaturanga. To cobra or up dog. Back to your down dog. And then bring the left foot through. Turn your back foot out. Come up into your warrior two on the other side. So remember that knee is over the toe, the hips are square. Back foot, turn slightly in. Tuck that tailbone and lengthen. Open out through the arms. Look over that front arm. Breathe. Exhale, sun warrior. Reach open out. Lengthen through the rib cage. Lengthen through the side. Back to your warrior two. Hold and breathe, nice and strong. Ooh, it's warm in here. So again, bring the hands down, turn that back foot and bring yourself to a forward fold. Flat back extend. Forward fold. Let's do one more, flat back extend. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up to your mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold. And from your forward fold, bring yourself down to sit in. So bring yourself down to the floor. Into a bound angle pose. So feet together. Open out through the knees, lengthen through the back, let the shoulders relax, back and down. Just breathe. Nice work. So bring yourself down onto your backs. So slowly roll down onto your back. Bring your feet back towards your bottom, knees facing the ceiling. Your hips are nice and level, the back is nice and long. Shoulders relaxed, back and down. So let's do a shoulder bridge. So I'm going to give you different levels. So if you struggle to come up in shoulder bridge, just do pelvic tilt. So lifting the bottom of the floor and back down. Lifting the bottom of the floor and back down. If you can come all the way up, peel the spine, come up to the shoulders. So hips are level, bottom is off the floor, knees are facing the ceiling. Now you can hold here. Keep your hands by your sides. If it's too much to hold, you could go down and back up. You could interlink your fingers, draw your shoulder blades back and down, and hold and lift that bottom slightly higher. So come to wherever you feel most comfortable and breathe. Use these glutes, use the quads, use that lower back, drawing through the tummy. Come on, 2 more breaths. And release. Hug the knees in. Take the arms out to the sides. Let the knees roll over to one side. And to the other. And one more to each side roll. And the other side. And back to centre. Just hug the knees in. And then lengthen the legs. So if you can't lengthen the legs, keep them soft. Flex through the feet if you can. Oh, my legs are really shaky today. So you can keep the knees bent if you want to, or lengthen. If you can get to a wall, put your legs up a wall. So we're just going to allow our bodies just to release any tension, any stress. We're going to let the blood, the oxygen flow back to the vital organs, through into the pelvis. You can keep your hands on the floor. If you want to, you could lift the hands to the ceiling. You could wiggle the fingers. You could wiggle the toes. You can do whatever you want to do. Breathe. Wide and deep into the body. And then bend the knees. Take hold of your heels or the feet or the calves and just come back to your happy baby pose. So hold wherever you feel comfortable. Open out through those hips into your happy baby pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the feet and the knees release down to the mat. You could take the hands over the elbows and let the elbows release back over the head. And then when you're ready, very slowly curl up to sitting. And take your right leg out. Bend your left knee into the chest or take the knee over the leg. And turn to your left hand side. Hug that leg in. Feel a stretch into the outer glutes. And release, change legs. So bring yourself to the right. And back to centre, take both legs out. Oh. Crick crack, soften through the knees if you need to. Hinge from the hips. Bring yourself forwards. And just release. And relax. So come to your sitting position, nice and easy. Sit how you feel most comfortable. Let those shoulders just release down. Bring the ear to the shoulder. Bring the chin to the chest. Take the ear to the other shoulder. Back to centre, or if the neck feels okay, you could look just up to the ceiling. And come back. So just take a moment here, hands on your knees, palms facing the ceiling. Allow yourself to connect and ground to your mat. Close your eyes. Concentrate on each breath. And allow the body to relax. Allow your mind to take you to your happy place. And start to come back to the present time. Just let the fingers wiggle. All the toes and the fingers. And bring your hands to your heart centre. Chin to the fingers. And take a moment to yourself to be thankful for all you have. Namaste. Well done. You all worked really hard this morning as usual. Hope to see some of you at my classes next week. Bye. Oh, morning Sally. Morning Nikki.